Oh.
Alvin
Hello.
Sam donated $100.
Hey, thank you, man.
To the of girl, it's not a matter of insecurity. If you stepped out of your box, the average man and woman would find OnlyFans unacceptable.
Oh.
Men have standards because they worked hard for their freedom. Get over it.
Oh.
I mean, you're kind of just still negating my point. If you don't want to date a girl that doesn't have OnlyFans, that's totally fine. Everybody has preferences. Preferences aren't an issue. But when you're being rude to other people, I think that you're insecure for that. And my opinion's not going to change on that.
I have a question for him. Would an OnlyFans girl date you? Just wondering.
Can I say something also? I feel like it's definitely a personal preference on if you want to date an OnlyFans girl or not. But my question to him is, what are there levels to that? Like, if it's an OnlyFans girl who does swimsuit stuff or does lingerie, or is like nudity his boundary? I'm just curious to know if it's just like strictly if she has an OnlyFans, it's a no-go, or if there's like levels to it.
That's a good question.
Fair. Because there are, degrees to this shit, like... So I have a question for Cheeks and Alvin. What about it, what if there's, no BG content,
Yeah.
No BG. Because, you have, a girl who's posting lingerie photos who could do OnlyFans, all the way to a girl who's, doing gangbangs and shit. There's a difference, I
mean, the women that do OnlyFans and are in lingerie or swimsuits, it's basically the same thing as a Sports Illustrated model or a Victoria's Secret model. So if you would date a Victoria's Secret model, it's pretty much one and the same. Same type of content.
I think that someone not wanting their girlfriend to have an OnlyFans is perfectly reasonable. I don't think it's a matter of insecurity. I think it's respecting their boundaries, because everybody has boundaries coming into a relationship. And to say that that's solely based on insecurity is kind of stupid, because, there's other factors that play into it.
I think what the comment says is he's saying the average man won't want an OnlyFans girl, but I've met a lot of average men that have really great jobs that think it's cool that I have an OnlyFans, and they even support it, and they're like, oh, let me subscribe, send me the link.
Hold up, but okay, and I'll get you in here in just a sec. Okay, so question for you on that though. Can we all agree that men will say anything to get laid?
Yeah.
Yes.
So couldn't they just be they might not genuinely believe that, but they're just gassing you up to try to get some?
That could be a possibility, but some of them haven't slept with me.
I don't think that most men would like it, though, personally. Most
yeah,
of the men
some,
I've met,
maybe some.
There are a
do.
minority of men who will like it. It just reflects on their values and boundaries. Like I said, I don't think that it has anything to do with insecurity or anything like that. And it's really hard to find a man who will respect the OnlyFans and endorse that stuff, who will stay. It's very I don't know. It's sort of just.
Oh.
Alvin
I'll get
Sam
you, then I'll get
donated
you. Hold on.
$100. No
Thank you, Alvin.
OnlyFans, period.
Oh.
Plenty of beautiful, feminine women throughout the world. You're not that special. You're competing against women who offer more to the table.
We aren't waitresses.
Yeah.
Why we're pretty, that's about it. We're not waitresses.
Don't you work at Red Lobster? I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
I have not worked, I have not, clocked into a job since I was 18, so.
Okay. Oh, wow, all right.
Beaten Cheeks donated $99. Tatted up of girl in blue.
Oh.
You are cool. Ask Brian for my Twitter, he's got it. To the triggered OF girl, I date girls with real value that have a body count under 3 and less than 16% body fat. No OF girls at all, don't compare OF to SI, but I'll smash.
He'll smash. He will smash.
I mean, I'm not interested. Yeah,
He took
thanks.
it into consideration.
Thanks, I'm not interested. Yeah, but going back to the point previously, again, I said it's not an issue of having a personal preference. It's totally fine to not want to date somebody that has an OnlyFans. But when you're judging somebody, that doesn't make you a good person or a decent person. And I believe that it makes you insecure if you're going to talk down on someone, even if it's not within your boundaries and your personal preferences, because you're still talking and judging somebody else that doesn't fit in your box.
Well,
and
I
that's
don't
fine.
think he'd come up to you and say it on the street, but it's an inflammatory podcast where that's literally the point. Like, that's why it came in. it's not that surprising. I don't think he'd
Right.
say it to you on the street in person. Like, that would be really disrespectful.
Okay, that's-
But this type of environment kind of promotes that type of thing to occur.
And I'm fine with that, but I'm still allowed to make the point.
Okay. I don't think that necessarily makes him insecure, though.
Hold on. You and then you. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I feel like in my experience, a lot of the time men will say it's hot at first and they're like into it. And then if you actually start to get serious with them, they can have some drawbacks and they kind of have to work through it. And also in my experience, it's sometimes easier to date men with like non-traditional jobs, like maybe they work in music or real estate, stuff like that.
Okay.